Hey guys, it's Ariana here, and welcome back to my channel. This is like my third, fourth fucking attempt trying to film this video because the first few times I didn't know what to say, and I was literally in the middle of recording the video, and my phone started acting weird and going really slow, and I didn't know what was wrong with it, so I kind of just stopped the video. Um, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about my coming out experience as transgender. I've kind of been trying to think of like different ideas and stuff to make for my videos. I haven't really uh, thought of any, but I kind of figured, like my coming out experience, I kind of don't really talk about it unless, like I get on the subject with somebody about it. It's just kind of a touchy subject for me, and I guess like you'll kind of understand why when I do this video. Um, so yeah, I don't really know where to start. So I would say I started feeling like this maybe about 2014, 2015, maybe going into like 2016. Um, I had asked a couple of my, good friends at the time if, like I was like, hey, like if I was like this, like, would you guys support me? Like, would I have your support? Blah, blah, blah. And, one of them told me that they would, but we're no longer friends. Not because of my transition or anything, we just fell off. He ended up moving and whatnot. And um, this other girl that she from afar is a big part of my life still. We've gone through some shit, but I wish her still like nothing but the best. Um, but I had asked her, I think about like 2015, if if this was who I wanted to be, would she support me? And she was rocking with me before I transitioned, during my transition, so it was really cool. Um, like I said, like we are like two of these people. I'm no longer friends with them, but I don't have any bad blood towards them, and I wish them all the best. Um, yeah, so I would say I started basically asking people if they would support it if this was who I wanted to be around 2014, 2015, and then 2016 I kind of just brushed it off, like not because I was insecure, like anything like that about it, but I was just kind of like, you know what, like I don't even know if this is me, like, and I'm not really gonna say, like, because I don't know. So I kind of just, I guess, hid it in the back of my mind because I was like, you know what, like, whatever. So I would say about 2016, I kind of just brushed it off. And then in 2017, I kind of really sat myself down and thought about it. And I thought about, like, is this me? Like, is this who I want to be? Like, or is this, like, it was a bunch of, like, is this who I am, questioning. So I would go on, YouTube, and I would look up, like, how a lot of trans girls found out they were transgender, like how they dealt with it, everything like that. And I kind of, like was like, honestly, I feel like this is me. So I came out, I think it's been like 3 years now. I came out, I don't remember the exact date, but I know it was in March. I came out as transgender, publicly on Facebook. And, before I did though, I really had to sit myself down and I had to be like, you know what, like, make sure this is who you are, before you make this big coming out, like, so I really sat myself down and I gave it a lot of thought, and I realized, this is who I am. I feel like this really is who I want to be, and I'm going to announce it to the world because I don't want to hold back. It was very nerve-wracking and very nervous, like, feeling, but I honestly got a lot of positive feedback for it. I would have people, telling me like, oh my God, like this is who I knew you were all along. I'm so happy for you. I'm so glad you found yourself. And even to this day, I'm super glad that I found myself to this day at the time that I did, because I'm 24 years old. I mean, I know to a lot of people, it's still young, but at the same time, I'm not getting any younger. Um, so I was really glad I found myself when I did and not when I was like older. So I'm honestly really thankful for that, and I'm really glad like I made the decision to come out to everybody that I did. Um, when I first came out though, I went through a lot of like my dysphoria was really bad, and this is where it kind of gets touchy for me. My dysphoria was really bad. I would compare myself to girls all the time. And I still to this day have that same problem, but it's definitely not as bad as it used to be. Like, I would literally, look at a girl's picture or something and be like, oh, like, they have a nice body. Like, why don't I have that? They have nice boobs. How come I don't have that? Um, or they'd be like, or I'd be like, like they have a nice ass, like cinched waist. Like, how come I don't have that? Like, you know what I mean? It was a bunch of, I was nonstop comparing myself, and I was just, my self esteem was in a really, really dark place. So I kind of went through this like sort of little phase where all I kind of wanted to do was drink. I wanted to kind of drown out my sorrows from feeling so insecure, and it was one of those things like I knew that wasn't the answer, but it was one of those things like it was one of those things where I was like, like I know it's only gonna help me in the moment, and that's okay. Like I just don't want to feel insecure. Like I just want to feel. I don't want to say numb because I don't want to feel numb, but I kind of wanted to like forget about my insecurities. So that's kind of like a part of me when I talk about it. Like that's what makes me like, well, excuse me. That's what makes it a touchy subject for me. Is because I was so like insecure and just my head was not in a good place. Oh my god, excuse me. So I guess, as time went on, I pretty much just would find myself even more. I tried, when I first came out, I was trying to figure out kind of like what my style was, which even to this day, I don't really have a select style. I literally, like there's some days like like me wearing wigs and everything. Like there's some days, I have some blonde wigs. I want to look kind of like a Barbie bad bitch. And then there's some days where, I'll bring out like, I have like maybe I have like a blue wig, or I had this one wig that my best friend's working on right now, but it was like a dark, like up here, like a copper color, maybe I want to, wear that and look kind of grungy. Like, I don't really have what's the word? Like, I don't really have a select style. Like, my style changes all the time. Um, and that's kind of what I think, that's kind of what I feel like is also unique about me is I don't really stick to one style. Like, I have a lot of different styles. Um, because I don't know, why should you stick to one style? I mean, I became a lot, like, I know enough what my style is because in the beginning of my transition, I was kind of like, I didn't know anything. I didn't know where to start as far as clothes, as far as bras, as far as underwear. So, like, when I first came out, I was kind of like, hey, like, any of my girlfriends, that have bras, shirts, pants, skirts, dresses, like anything you want to get rid of, like just let me know. Because I was kind of like, like I don't know what my style is, but like I need female clothes. Like I'm transitioning, all my clothes are guy clothes, like I need girl clothes. So I kind of just took whatever I could. Um, but now I know enough to know, kind of sort of like what my style is, and I feel like that's kind of confusing, because like like I said, I don't really have it like I don't have like one style. Like I change a lot, but I feel like you guys get what I mean. Like I feel like you guys get like the gist of it. Um, so that was like another thing. Like I pretty much not only was I um transitioning my gender, I guess, but it was also like my style. I had to figure out, like what I wanted or what my style was or what I preferred, whatever. Um, trying to think of what else, honestly. Um, it was really hard a lot. Not really. It wasn't hard for my friends at first, like accepting me, but it was hard because they were trying to like get used to not calling me by my dad name, calling me by my new name. It was kind of like a transition for them too. But I'm really glad that to this day, like, I have friends that I've known for damn near like we were in middle school, or even friends I've known for like 6, 8, whatever years. And I'm just honestly like, I feel like I say this all the time on my social media to people, but I'm honestly so fucking blessed with whether we're friends, acquaintances. My only thing in life since I have transitioned is as long as you support me, I'm totally, like, we can be cool. Like, as long as you literally support me, like, you don't even have to be my friend. You may not even fuck with me. But as long as you support me and you call me by my pronouns and you respect me, just not even as a transgender woman, but as a human being, that's all that matters to me. That's all that matters to me. I just want your respect and support if you're in my life. That's really all I ask. Because if you don't respect me or you don't support me, like, what's the point of having you in my life? You know what I mean? Like, there's no point. Um, so yeah, for my friends, it was kind of, like, I feel like I was kind of in the beginning, not a lot of my friends are picking it up right away. And I was kind of getting like, listen here, bitch. Like, y'all need to get it together. Like, I'm out now, whatever. But, like, you kind of have to understand, like, it is, a transition for them too. They're trying to get used to it. But, like I said, like, I'm thankful for the people that did get used to it, took the time to get used to it, and they accept me. And and it really coming out, this is like one of the good things about it, is I feel like whether you're coming out as a transgender woman, transgender man, gay, bisexual, lesbian, like, it really, and this is what I've talked to so many, I'm gonna say, like, mainly guys that, they've come to me because they feel comfortable with me, and they're like, hey, like, um they're kind of like, hey, like, I really want to tell you something, like, I'm bi, but, like, I don't know how to handle it. And we all come from different stories, we all come from different pasts, different, everything. And some people's families, they might be all for it, they're gonna love you and support you no matter what. And sadly, there are some parents where they will abandon you, leave you on the street, disown you. It's really, and that's something, I've personally lately, I've been getting in my feelings about, like, really in my feelings about. And it makes me realize that I'm so, I feel like my family doesn't really understand it, but they do support me as much as I can expect them to. And excuse me, I'm so blessed to not have a family where I would have been kicked out or disowned because of who I am. So when I see other people going through that, like, my heart really, like, I'm a very emotional person if you know me, and my heart just, like, I'm gonna take this time really quick. Like, my heart really does go out to you, and if you need somebody, please do not hesitate to come to me. I may not be, like, too much of an open book myself. I don't really talk about my feelings like that. But if you need somebody to talk to, or if you're feeling alone, or if, you're in my shoes or not in my shoes, if you, are so nervous to come out and you need somebody, please come to me. I've been through it. I've been through it, like, 3 times in my life. I've come out as bi, gay, and now transgender. And they're really, you might be so scared of the fucking world and you may never want to do it. But you know what? When you do it, and this is what I'm getting to, how am I coming out, how this, I feel like I'm, like, rambling. How this was one of the good things about me coming out is that you really realize who was your friend all along. It really makes you realize, like, it really makes you realize who your friends are, and it makes you realize who has been down for you since day one, like, no matter what. Like, I would have thought, I'm so blessed to have my friends that I've known for, like, since middle school. There's probably, like, one friend that I knew in middle school up until I started transitioning, and she couldn't, I don't know what her deal was. She couldn't support me. I think it was because her parents weren't used to it, and I feel like she just kind of chose not to get used to it, so I had to cut the cord with that friendship. But it's, like, one of those things, like, you would think that, like, my friends that I knew back then, like, you would think they would have just been like, oh no, like, we're not, like, no, like, girl, like, we knew you as so and so, like, girl, nah. But, like, honestly, like, I'm surprised and I'm grateful and, like, I'm blessed that I have just in general, the people in my life that I have today. Whether we talk a lot, whether we're acquaintances, whether we're friends, whether we're best friends, like, please, like, I really, like, I can't tell people enough how much their love and support, like, when, like, love and support, it really does, like, make a person feel good. And you may, hear people throughout your life say that, but, like, when you go through it, and especially, like what I've gone through and other, I guess, in this cat, like what trans people are going through, like when you come out as like trans or, even like I said, gay, bi, whatever you want to be, when you have that love and support, it really does change you and it really does make you a happier person. Like, I still get down about myself from time to time, but then I try to think about like all I try to look at the positives. I try to look at how far I've come since I've transitioned. I try to look at how many friends I still have and how many friends I've gained since being trans. Just I mean, there's bumpy roads, but I always kind of say that, like you kind of have to. It was one of these situations for me where I had to put my happiness first. I didn't give a fuck what anyone else had to say. I mean, like, I guess in the beginning I did because I didn't want to lose certain people in my life. But after a while, like, if I knew that if this was what was going to make me happy, then it was what was going to make me happy. And I wouldn't change who I am and how the person I've blossomed to be. I wouldn't change that for the world. And if you're in my shoes or if you're, trying to come out, please don't ever fucking feel like you have to change for anybody because you are fucking beautiful. And I know some people might watch this and think that I'm just being corny or doing this for the camera or whatever. But like, no, this is like from literally the bottom of my heart. Like, even if you don't know me, like, literally, like when they say be the best you can be, like, please do it because there is literally nobody like you at all. And when you take that step and you come out, and I realize how scary it can be, trust and fucking believe, but when you take that step and you realize who is there for you, whether they are blood or not, you are going to feel so much better, and you are going to feel like a weight has been just lifted off your shoulder because you finally got out. It's like you kind of finally just took this weight and just lifted it, and now the world knows who you are. And I really hate that someday, like we live in a world where I just hate that people make others feel ashamed of who they are. And I really don't give myself, honestly, a lot of, I have people tell me all the time, like, oh my God, Ari, like, you're so confident. You're so, like, you're a bad bitch, blah, blah, blah. And, like, just like any other human being, not just a trans human being, I don't feel that way all the time. I get gender dysphoria like a motherfucker, especially with all this quarantine shit going on. Like, I'm alone a lot. I think to myself a lot, like, like and I still compare myself sometimes to other like women, and it's mainly cis women. Um, but I feel like this turned into like me like talking about my like coming out story, and then it just turned into like me rambling about other things, but it kind of relates to it, so like I guess it's all good. um, but yeah, I'm like trying to think of what else to say. I'm surprised, like, honestly, I'm surprised I haven't even cried in this fucking video because I was, like, kind of preparing for it. Um, but yeah, I guess the bottom line is I really feel like I need to realize how far I have came. And, like, I mean, like I said, I wouldn't trade who I am for the world. I'm so much more I'm so much more happier with who I am. I'm so much more confident with who I am. And yeah, it may not be all the time, but if you are my friend and if you know me and you're watching this, if you were my friend when I was in middle school, like going kind of into high school, my self-esteem was shit. Like, people would tell me, oh, you're a great person, and I would literally cry because I didn't see myself as that great person. You know what I mean? Like, it was one of those things, like, I cried because I didn't see it in myself, and it was almost like I didn't want to see it because I didn't believe it. But um, yeah, I guess the bottom line is I'm just glad that I found myself when I did. I'm glad that I have the love and support from so many of you, even if we don't talk or we don't hang out like that. Please know that as long as you support me, I fucking love you, and I appreciate every single ounce of support that you've given me. Um, yeah, I guess I feel like I'm gonna end it here because I kind of feel like I'm just rambling at this point and kind of saying the same things over and over again. But yeah, let me know in the comments um, if there's anything else you guys want to see from me. Maybe you guys have some like trans related questions for me. You can leave your comments down below. Excuse me. I've been wanting to make a Q&A for a while, but nobody's really given me questions or anything, so I can't really answer. So if you guys want me to do a Q&A, leave some questions down below, and when I have time, which I shouldn't even say if I have time, girl. Like, what am I talking about? It's quarantine. Um, well, whenever I decide to make a video, which I know I suck, don't yell at me, but when I have time to make a video, I will take your questions. If you guys leave any comments down below, and I will take them and I will write them down and I will answer them in the next video. If you guys want me to do a Q&A, you know, I can do stuff like that, or if there's anybody that wants me to talk about more trans related topics, you know, I'm still learning myself about a lot of it, not with who I am, but you know, like even in the community, I haven't been out that long. I've been out for 3 years. You know, there's people that have been out way more longer than me, but I'm still learning. But if you guys have any questions for me, please do not be afraid to comment down below. Let me know those questions. Let me know what else you guys want me to do in my videos. Once all this kind of blows over, I want to start doing more like get ready with me's. I want to bring like some of my friends on the channel. So we can do like that. And if you guys, you know, like whatever friends I bring, you know, if you guys want to see more of them, you guys can let me know like in the future in the comments below. But I guess as of right now, just let me know what you guys would want to see more of me talk about or do. I'm really trying to get my YouTube channel going. I know I've made a couple videos, but I'm kind of really trying to like get it out there. I just haven't really been knowing what kind of content to post, so that's kind of been my biggest thing of why I haven't really posted, because I don't really know what to post. But lately I've been asking people, and a lot of people told me they want to see like how I do my makeup, like makeup looks, or like clothing hauls. Um, as far as my makeup goes, I do want to do a get ready with me, like I said. Oh my god, excuse me. But I feel like I would have like a really bad anxiety doing my makeup in front of the camera, because like I don't want to fuck it up while I'm filming. But even if I do, whatever, I guess I just gotta learn to, you know, fuck it. Everybody messes up, even if it's on camera or whatever. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. Comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell for notifications so you'll get updated every time I post a video. And I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and stay beautiful, and I love you so much. Bye, guys.